What is this, you might ask? This is a Peepee Teepee, and yes, it is exactly used for what it sounds like it's used for. Here is a stack of 5-inch circles cut in half, and this is what I use to make these Peepee Teepees. It is a cotton terry cloth, and then it is just a random scrap of cotton. This one happens to be left over from my grandson's diaper bag that I made him when he was born. And I'll be honest, this is a project that's been waiting for me to be done for about a year. It kept getting pushed aside, so I decided I will show you all how to make a Peepee Teepee. So I use the Wonder Clips. I clipped this end shut so it doesn't slide around on me. You can feel free to baste if you like. This is just my preference. I am going to start and I am going to stitch around the edge, the curved edge first. So I don't have a 1/4 inch foot yet. That is on my list of things to get. My machine, though, from the needle to this line right here is a 1/4 inch. So that's where my goal is. So I've stitched the curve. Now I'm going to trim so it, when I turn it and press it, it lays flat. So if you can see, I clipped the curves. Okay, all turned. I do use a point turner to kind of smooth out the edges if necessary, and now I'm going to press. Not paid or anything for this, but I love this iron. It is amazing. Okay, now I'm going to top stitch, and I am going to do 1/8, which is halfway between the needle. You're halfway between the needle and this 1/4 inch line. You kind of have to eyeball it. Not super helpful, I know. So all top stitched. If it's a little crooked up here, you just trim off what is extra so you can leave the raw edges even. Next is the bias tape. I like to use the extra wide fold one. If you can't get it where you're at, that's fine. You can make your own. I cut to the fold from the cardboard, and I will get that measured in just a second. So this is about 5 inches. Not a big deal if it's a wee bit over or a wee bit under. What you're going to do now is you're going to top stitch this part closed, and then top stitch the other side. Okay, I got them top stitched. I am going to fold in half, raw edges together. Okay, now we're going to take this and fold it in half, matching the edges. Alright, making sure the raw edges are even. I kind of like to press it down a little bit. So you have that, and there is your point. That's going to be your point at the top. Now I've got the bias tape loop tucked in there, and I'm going to pin or clip all the way across. Alright, I have it clipped, and then I'm starting on the end with the bias tape loop at a 1/4 inch. Don't forget to back up your stitches when you start and end your seam. So we now have this. I make sure I trim all the fun stuff off. Oh, missed one. I'll go back and get that in a minute. So I'm going to try to turn this one-handed. We're going to, yeah, that didn't work out. So just like that. I am so sorry. There. And then you can pull on that, and there you have it. A Peepee Teepee. You might say, I have seen these before, but they don't all have the little loop. I find the loop is helpful to be able to just pull it right off or pop it right on instead of having to be like, oh my gosh, especially if he has used it. And that has happened. It's really disgusting to grab a hold of things that are pee soaked, right? So the loop really helps out. I hope this was helpful. One other thing before I forget, if you don't have a 5-inch circle handy, so this is not obviously the 5-inch circle, but I have a 5-inch circle out of this like little acetate sheet. You can get these sheets at a local quilt shop and find something that is the diameter that you want. My 5-inch, I used a biscuit cutter that I have that's 5-inch, and that is super helpful. Other tools that I use are tailor's chalk. I like the Sullivan's tailor chalk that I got in a box from Wawak. Super helpful. You can use it. It's got white, yellow, blue, and red in there, and you can use the white on a dark color, the other colors used on obviously different shades. I will show you that in another video, but here you go, a Peepee Teepee.